So Walmart acquired a roughly 77% stake in Flipkart for about $16 billion in 2018. This is the biggest deal ever in Walmart history. And at the time, Walmart said that it could take the company public in 4 years. Well, here we are, folks, and Flipkart is of great importance when considering Walmart's mission, mindset, and plans for the future of retail. So in April, Reuters reported that the Indian e-commerce company Flipkart had internally raised its IPO valuation target by around a third, from $60 billion to $70 billion, and planned a U.S. listing in 2023 instead of this year. So now you may be asking yourself, well, Kevin, what does this have anything to do with Walmart? The price of groceries, and how many more self-checkout registers they plan to add, wipe out workers and employees at my local Wally World? Well, funny you should ask. And in order to plan for the future, we first must understand the past. Flipkart began its journey back in 2007, and we can see how over the years the company has grown and evolved to what it has become today. So Walmart-backed Flipkart went from launching books to 24/7 customer support, followed by launching music, movies, and mobiles, as well as cash on delivery in 2010. And 2011 saw the introduction of Card on Delivery, a 30-day replacement policy, and dedicated logistics for faster delivery. 1 year later, Flipkart launched Lifestyle and Fashion Portfolio, and in 2013 introduced Same-Day Guarantee. So in 2014, Flipkart achieved billion-dollar funding from Flipkart First, with even more accomplishments in 2015 and having a big year in 2016 as the first Indian app to cross 50 million users and 100 million registered customers. And this was all started by just a team of two. Present day, Flipkart is home to 100,000 sellers, 100 million registered users, technology that enables 8 million shipments per month, generated by 10 million daily page visits, and fulfillment through 21 state-of-the-art warehouses. Simply put, this is the future, folks, and it should come as no surprise why Walmart is invested heavily in this company and their tech. Welcome the future of online shopping and ordering as we move towards a meta-focused, augmented reality, microtransaction, monthly membership, direct consumer retailer connection that drives top-line sales and extreme profits. Mom and pops never had a chance. They were never even in the game.
Like I said, you were never in the game.
Flipkart is India's leading e-commerce marketplace with over 80 million products across 80 plus categories. And Walmart has been working on changing the game for retail for years. Funny how the timelines work and how the pieces seem to all fall together, right? Walmart, a supplier that relies heavily on Chinese-based products, sees timely opportunities to capitalize on the online digital marketplace just after a China virus threatened humanity and put the consumer retail market upside down on its head. Just saying. So I know we have discussed how the consumer shopping and retail relationship evolution can pose a major threat to employees and employment opportunities with companies such as Walmart and Walmart Distribution. And there have been numerous news outlets and headlines pontificating on these future income threats and middle class and lower income family budget and savings killers. So CNBC says a catastrophe is coming for the economy, but it isn't a recession or inflation. So perhaps there isn't much to worry about. Right? Well, according to CNBC, there's been a lot of talk about looming layoffs, and by some recent surveying, as many as half of large employers are thinking about labor cost cuts as the economy slows. Thanks, Jerome. But the U.S. Department of Labor Secretary Marty Walsh doesn't see the recent job gains reversing. So that's good news, right? Well, so Walsh told CNBC, I still think that we're going to have job gains as we move into the end of this year and early next year. And so a lot of people are still looking at different jobs. Marty went on to say that we saw a lot of moving around over this last course of the year, and people are leaving jobs, getting better jobs. And he says that he is not convinced yet that we're headed towards that grim future. All right, but we're all entitled to our own opinions, right? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. What are you seeing out there in the job market? Have you been able to leave your old job? Were you able to get a better job? Comment and let us all know. So according to CNBC, for the Federal Reserve, some level of higher unemployment is necessary to cool an economy that has been bedeviled by persistent inflation. Okay, well, that's one way of putting it. Another way would be to say our economy was falsely propped up after there was an unbelievable amount of money released into the system when Jerome Powell had the money printers turned on. But tomato. Unemployment at 3.5% now went down in the last monthly non-farm payrolls report. The Fed is targeting unemployment of 4.4% as a result of its policy and higher interest rates. And Walsh admits that we definitely have to bring down inflationary pressures and is confident that in a slower economy, the federal government's Infrastructure Act will support job growth in sectors including transportation, saying that those monies are there. And if we did have a downturn in the economy, those jobs will keep people working through a difficult time. So that's good news, right? It certainly makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And Walsh said that in the battle against inflation, moving people up the income ladder is a better way of helping Americans make ends meet instead of laying them off. So comment below if you are experiencing this move up the income ladder. Yeah. And Walsh conceded that legislation to increase the minimum wage, which was held up on the Senate, has an uncertain future ahead of the midterm elections. So I don't know, but if you ask me, it is kind of hard to climb the income ladder when Congress can't even pass legislation on raising the minimum wage. However, wages aren't even the catastrophe that they are worried about. No. So lack of immigration reform is at the top of their list. So amid one of the tightest labor markets in history, Walsh said the political party's approach to immigration, getting immigration all tied up, is among the most consequential mistakes that the nation can make in a labor policy. So CNBC mentions how the demographic data on the U.S. working age population is concerning, with baby boomers' retirements expected to accelerate in the years ahead, compounded by a peak being reached in high school graduates by 2025. Now, I'm really curious of how baby boomers are going to retire when their savings and investments have been wiped out and inflation is at record highs. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, right? So limiting both the total size of the next generation labor pool and the transfer of knowledge between the generation of workers, now that is what's concerning. And Walsh said, we need a bipartisan fix here. And he said that if we don't solve immigration, we're talking about worrying about recessions and we're talking about inflation. Walsh thinks we're going to have a bigger catastrophe if we don't get more workers into our society. And he said we do that by immigration. So I want to know what you guys think about that. Is immigration and immigration reform the answer to our problems? Is what we are experiencing now an appetizer, and the main course entree will be far worse than this shit sandwich we're eating now? God, I hope not. So, well, if you are in need of money, which I bet many of you are based on comments, messages, and emails I receive every single day, I have a website I came across yesterday that I want to share. The company is called 45 Cash, and their website homepage says, borrow today for a better tomorrow, with a link below that to get started now. They include icons highlighting safe and secure, fast lender approval, and submit online. 45 Cash says they are committed to service, speed, and security. Here, take a look. Connect with a helpful lender. 45 Cash commits to connecting you with an approved lender, and they also made the process simple, saying there is no need to visit hundreds of websites and fill out lots of paperwork. And it says their online service readily serves your need to connect with a lender, and that the process takes a few minutes. Just fill out their secure online form. So I didn't want to just take their word for it, so I checked out their references and was pleased to see a 4.9 star out of 5 on USALoansReviews.com, with reviews that said money was deposited fast, highly recommended, really easy, no stress and very quick, and very fast and supportive. Oh, and great payday loan. So with inflation constantly suffocating paychecks, credit card limits, and savings accounts, I wanted to find solutions out there that could possibly help provide some relief, bridge the gap between paydays, offer debt consolidation options, and just help families and businesses get by and survive. Now, I'm not affiliated nor am I sponsored by this company. This is just something I came across and wanted to share in case it was helpful to you. Now, if you would like me to bring you more information and other money-making, lending, and financial opportunities and updates in future videos, just comment below and let me know you're interested. In the meantime, check out this video and watch the playlist. There's tons of valuable information about the economy, finance, money, business, side hustles, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You guys take care, be safe. I'll see you real soon. Bye.